Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into another fascinating treasure that could be hiding right in your change. This story will inspire you to look at every coin more carefully, because sometimes the smallest things can hold the greatest value. First up, let's talk about the year 1965. It was a time of huge changes in the US Mint, when decisions were being made that affected every cent, nickel, dime, and quarter that entered circulation. Among all the coins made in that year, the humble 1-cent coin has earned a special reputation. The 1965 1-cent coin, better known as the Lincoln Memorial Cent, was struck without a mint mark. That means, whether it was made in Philadelphia or elsewhere, the coin does not carry any symbol on the front under the date. This makes collectors pay close attention, because that small detail carries big meaning. Why did the mint leave it without a mint mark? At that time, there was a massive coin shortage in the United States. To help keep coins flowing into the economy, the mint suspended the use of mint marks entirely from 1965 through 1967. The goal was to discourage people from hoarding coins, but what actually happened is the opposite. Collectors now chase these pieces more than ever. Imagine a coin that looks ordinary to most people, yet for a collector, it represents a major piece of US minting history. That is the magic of the 1965 1-cent coin. It is more than just copper. It is a reminder of a turbulent moment in American money. Next, let's think about how many of these coins were actually produced. The mint created hundreds of millions, but the true treasures are the ones that survive in superb condition today. High-grade examples, with sharp details and glossy red surfaces, are worth far more than anyone might expect. Why is it valuable? The answer lies in rarity combined with demand. Although millions exist, collectors are constantly hunting for pristine coins that look like they just left the mint yesterday. The better the quality, the higher the bidding wars climb. Some 1965 cents have been found with striking errors, off-center strikes, double dies, and other minting mistakes. These rare variations transform a simple penny into a collector's dream. And when multiple bidders want the same coin, the price can skyrocket. Now let's talk numbers. In top condition, a 1965 1-cent coin can fetch thousands of dollars at auction. Yes, that means a coin you could easily overlook in your pocket change could bring in life-changing money if it's the right example. Collectors often pay $5,000, $5,500, and sometimes much more for the finest pieces. The record prices prove how much passion surrounds this coin. When the bidding starts, it becomes a race that only the most determined collectors win. So, if you have a 1965 penny tucked away, don't underestimate it. Treat it like treasure. Every coin tells a story, and this one carries a story of change, resilience, and unexpected value. The beauty of this coin is not only in the price tag, but also in the thrill of knowing you might be holding a rare piece of history. It's a reminder that small things can become powerful symbols of wealth and fortune. Imagine showing your friends a coin they would dismiss as ordinary, then revealing its true market value. That shock and amazement is part of what makes collecting so exciting. The 1965 1-cent coin is a chance for everyday people to connect with history and profit from it at the same time. And it proves that the most valuable treasures aren't always made of gold or silver. Sometimes, they are simple copper coins that survived with perfect beauty. Every collector dreams of finding a gem, and the 1965 penny offers exactly that opportunity. It bridges the past and the present, linking American history with modern-day fortune. Think about it. What was once worth only a single cent can now be worth thousands of dollars. That transformation is proof that patience and knowledge can turn small things into great rewards. When you look closely at this coin, you are not just holding copper, you are holding possibility. It's a reminder that fortune often hides in plain sight. So check your collections, open your jars of saved change, and search carefully. Your next big discovery might be a simple 1965 penny waiting for the spotlight. The maximum value is limited only by demand and rarity. At auction, the best examples could sell for $6,000 or even higher. And the excitement of that potential keeps collectors chasing it year after year. This is why the 1965 1-cent coin has become legendary. It is valuable, it is desired, and it could be the key to a major reward if you hold one in the right condition. Next up, the 1960 USA 1-cent coin without a mint mark is one of the most talked about pieces in American numismatics. Known as the Lincoln Memorial Cent, it was produced in Philadelphia, and like all coins from that mint, it carries no mint mark under the date. The year 1960 was an important turning point for collectors because the US Mint released both a small date and a large date variety. This alone made the 1960 cents stand out as special, with collectors quickly realizing that some versions were far scarcer than others. The design features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, symbolizing history and leadership. But beyond the design, it is the rarity of certain strikes and their condition that gives this coin incredible value. The small date variety, in particular, has become legendary. In Philadelphia, the small date cents were produced in lower numbers compared to the large date, making them significantly harder to find today in high quality. Collectors often seek out coins that are not just rare, but also in pristine condition. A 1960 cent without a mint mark in perfect red uncirculated quality is one of the gems of Lincoln series collecting. This is where the true value lies. So why is it valuable? The answer is history, rarity, and condition. The mint produced millions of coins, but the survival of flawless pieces is limited. Every year, more and more of these coins are damaged, lost, or worn down, pushing surviving mint state coins into higher demand. The Philadelphia issues of 1960 carry a rich backstory. They were part of a time when the nation was growing rapidly, and coinage was central to everyday life. Yet these pennies, though small in size, now serve as major opportunities for collectors. Let's talk about the value. Right now, ordinary worn examples still carry interest, but it is the sharp red gems that bring the highest prices. Collectors have paid $3,500, $4,200, and in some auctions even more when the competition for top-quality pieces was fierce. Era coins from 1960 add another level of excitement. Double dies, repunched dates, and unusual striking errors have surfaced, and each one becomes a prize that can multiply value instantly. These coins take a regular cent and transform it into something worth thousands of dollars. The market for the 1961 cent no mint mark is strong. At the present time, high-grade small date cents can reach values that shock newcomers to the hobby. The record sales already prove how much potential this coin has in the right condition. Looking toward the future, the value of this coin is expected to grow. As time passes, finding well-preserved 1960 cents will only get harder, making today's survivors even more precious tomorrow. Demand will not slow, because the Lincoln cent is America's most collected coin. The maximum value can be truly impressive. Auction houses have sold 1960 cents for amounts above $5,100 when the coin was of the finest quality. And there is no set limit, because if two collectors want the same coin, the bidding can go higher. This is why holding on to a 1960 penny without a mint mark is more than just saving a cent. It is like owning a lottery ticket in the world of coin collecting, with the chance to cash in at any time when the market favors you. Even now, everyday people are still finding these coins in old collections, jars of change, or tucked away in safe places. The thrill of realizing that a simple penny could unlock thousands of dollars is life-changing for many. The story of the 1961 cent coin teaches a lesson. Do not underestimate small things. What once purchased candy could now pay for a car or more. This transformation is what keeps collectors motivated and inspired. Each time you look at a 1960 cent, you are holding history, possibility, and wealth combined in one small copper disc. That is why it continues to capture the imagination of the coin community worldwide. The current market sets its value in thousands, but its future is even brighter. As generations pass, the rarity will only increase, and the coins left untouched will rise to legendary status. This is why experts recommend preserving such coins carefully. A sealed, graded, high-quality 1960 penny can become an asset that grows more valuable with each passing year. From past to present, the 1960 USA 1 cent no mint mark coin has proven its worth. It is not just a collectible. It is a valuable treasure waiting to reward those who recognize its true potential. Next up, the 1980 USA 1 cent coin without a mint mark is part of the famous Lincoln Memorial Cent series. Produced in Philadelphia, it carries no mint mark beneath the date, which immediately tells collectors where it was made. This coin features Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, designed by Frank Gasparro. The design stood strong for decades, becoming one of the most recognizable coins in American history. In 1980, the Philadelphia Mint was producing billions of coins to meet the demand of the US economy. Yet, among those billions, It is the condition and the rare errors that make the 1980 cent such an incredible find for collectors today. The coin is made primarily of copper, as the transition to copper-plated zinc would not begin until 1982. This makes the 1980 penny one of the last full copper issues, giving it even more historical weight. Collectors value the 1980 cent for its place in history. It represents the end of an era, being part of the final years when US cents were made with a heavier copper content. This connection to the past increases its significance and its desirability. Many people want to buy this coin today. Demand is especially high for examples in pristine red, uncirculated condition. The coin collecting community has always been passionate about Lincoln cents, and the 1980 issue holds a permanent spot on their wish lists. Auction houses, online marketplaces, and coin shows see consistent interest in the 1981 cent coin. Buyers range from beginner collectors to seasoned investors, all chasing the same prize. The best preserved examples of this classic coin. The current value of this coin can vary dramatically. In average circulated condition, it may appear simple, but when the coin is sharp, flawless, and blazing red, its value climbs fast. Collectors have paid thousands for coins graded at the very top levels. Era coins from 1980 are particularly valuable. Off-center strikes, doubled dies, and striking mistakes have turned ordinary cents into treasures. These special finds are capable of commanding prices in the thousands of dollars when collectors compete for ownership. Is its value really high or low? For the right examples, its value is undeniably high. The maximum prices are set by collectors who know how rare it is to find flawless survivors from that year. When two determined buyers face off, the sky is the limit. History explains why this coin was built. It was minted to supply the nation with everyday change, but unknowingly, the mint produced coins that would later be treasured by collectors. What was once an everyday object is now a symbol of value. The 1980 cent without a mint mark is valuable because it connects the ordinary with the extraordinary. A coin that passed through countless hands now has the power to bring in life-changing amounts for its finder. Some of the finest examples have already reached values above $7,000 to $7,500, and auction records continue to prove how serious collectors are when it comes to acquiring these coins. The potential maximum prize is still climbing. Looking toward the future, the value of the 1980 penny is expected to rise even further. As copper coins vanish from circulation, these survivors become rarer with every passing year, ensuring long-term demand. The number of people who want this coin is vast. The Lincoln cent is the most collected coin in the United States, and millions of collectors worldwide include it in their sets. Among all those people, the competition for the very best 1980 pennies is fierce. This is why preserving the coin matters so much. A coin protected in high grade today could be worth several times more tomorrow. Collectors and investors both understand that time only increases the rarity of these coins. Every coin has a story, and the 1980 penny's story is about transformation. What once was only worth a single cent is now sought after for thousands of dollars. It reminds us that small things can hold immense power. Even now, countless people check their old jars of coins and inherited collections, hoping to stumble upon this hidden treasure. The thrill of discovery is what keeps the hobby alive and growing. The future value has no ceiling. With demand so high and supplies of flawless coins so limited, the maximum price could easily rise beyond $8,000 in the years ahead. This possibility fuels the passion of collectors everywhere. So, the 1980 USA 1 cent no mint mark is more than just a piece of copper. It is history, value, and opportunity wrapped into one small coin. Its true worth lies not only in its current price, but also in its future potential. Next up, the 1982 D 1 cent coin is one of the most fascinating pennies in American coinage history. The D mint mark stands for Denver, and this coin is at the center of one of the most important transitions in US currency. In 1982, the US Mint changed the metal composition of the 1 cent coin. Until that year, pennies were struck mostly from copper. But rising copper prices forced the mint to switch to a new composition of copper-plated zinc. This change created one of the most collectible sets of varieties in modern American coinage. Some 1982 pennies were struck in copper, others in zinc, and both exist with small date and large date styles. Among them, the 1982 D is one of the key issues that collectors seek. The history of this coin is powerful because it marks the end of an era. It is the year that full copper cents disappeared forever. That alone makes every surviving 1982 penny valuable. And the Denver Mint issues are especially important because they produced both copper and zinc versions. The famous 1982D small date copper penny is considered a treasure. Only a few examples are confirmed to exist, and each one has shocked the collecting world when it appeared. This is the kind of rarity that drives collectors wild. Where can you buy this coin? You can search through professional coin dealers, auction houses, and trusted online marketplaces where rare cents are sold. Collectors always keep an eye out for the 1982D because it is a must-have for any complete Lincoln cent collection. Where can you sell it? High-grade examples or rare varieties should be sold through major auction houses or certified coin dealers. These are the places where you will reach the most serious buyers and see the highest bids. Is it worth that much? The answer is yes, especially for the rarest forms. The ordinary zinc version is collected, but the copper versions, and particularly the small date variety, have sold for incredible amounts. The maximum value achieved for a certified 1982D small date copper has been tens of thousands of dollars. How much can it be worth? Depending on condition and variety, collectors have paid $8,000, $9,200, and even more for the finest and rarest examples. The value is real, and the demand is not slowing down. Should you keep it? Absolutely. Holding on to a 1982D penny, especially in uncirculated condition, is like holding a ticket to future value growth. With every passing year, fewer survive in top quality, and those that remain will only become more valuable. Should it be sealed? Yes, sealing and grading through a professional service is the best way to protect the coin. A certified holder proves authenticity, preserves condition, and maximizes the selling price when the time comes to let it go. The 1982D penny's story shows how change in America's economy transformed an everyday coin into a sought-after treasure. What was once only worth 1 cent is now capable of bringing in life-changing amounts. Collectors chase it not just for the money, but for the chance to own a piece of US history that will never be repeated. No other year carries the same mix of varieties, metals, and mint marks. The passion around this coin is global. Buyers from the United States and around the world compete for the finest 1982D examples. This demand ensures that the coin remains one of the hottest pieces in modern numismatics. Every auction where a rare 1982D surfaces creates headlines. The bidding wars prove how high the maximum value can climb when determined collectors refuse to back down. This is not just a penny, it is an opportunity. It motivates collectors to check their jars of change, their old rolls of coins, and their inherited collections, hoping to find the treasure that others overlooked. The 1982D penny inspires a new generation of collectors. It teaches the lesson that even the smallest coin can hold the power of fortune. The current market sets its value high, but its future potential is even greater. As time moves forward, the rare copper versions will only become harder to find, pushing the maximum price higher. Keeping one safe today could mean securing thousands of dollars tomorrow. That is why collectors advise holding onto it, protecting it, and treating it like the treasure it truly is. The 1982D 1-cent coin remains valuable, historic, and inspiring. It connects America's past economy with modern-day fortune, and it proves that the greatest rewards can come from the humblest of places.